Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel's Avengers deep dive into Hawkeye, and then we're going to be discussing it. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get to it. Okay, here we go. Okay, captured on PlayStation 5. Interesting. They're showing all their new frames, etc. I guess. This is obviously the new future. Looks pretty cool, actually. I will say, Crystal Dynamics does always do well on their level design. I mean, even in the Tomb Raider games, they're just phenomenal. Oh, there's Lucky the dog from the Matt Fraction comic book run, I believe. And there's the, oh. They don't really need to show all the logos again, I guess, but here we are.
Why'd you smash the reactor, Cap? A lot of people died.
Oh, wow.
World divided.
That looks a bit, intense.
Outlawed.
Obviously, there was some Kree stuff going on there, too.
Eclipses hope. The only thing left is to fight back.
There's Maestro? Maestro.
And it's going to take us all to stop our
Lucky again. I love Lucky already. Oh wow, that was some kind of melee action from Hawkeye there. Oh, grapple hook. Looks very Tomb Raider-esque. Okay.
Welcome to the end of the world.
Right, that's the throne, I think, from the last trailer. Okay.
Welcome back to Marvel's Avengers War Table Deep Dive. You've reassembled Earth's mightiest heroes and defeated MODOK.
Right.
You've met our first new hero in Season 1, Kate Bishop, as she uncovered an evil conspiracy involving Commander Nick Fury and time travel. As we noted, all footage in today's deep dive was captured on the PlayStation 5.
It does look really
We're
pretty,
excited
to be
celebrate
honest
the
with
launch
you.
of Marvel's Avengers on next-generation systems on March 18th. You'll experience enhanced
Oh, so that's the same
frame rates and faster load
Right,
times.
okay.
And
That's the
there's
same day
no
as Hawkeye
additional upgrade
releases.
cost to current gen players. Today we'll deep dive into Chapter 2 of Season 1 with Operation Hawkeye Future Imperfect. Clint's story brings us face to face with a possible future where
Oh man,
all
Hawkeye.
is lost.
If everything you saw is true, the end of the world is far closer than we'd like.
We really need to
In the
stop seeing
future,
those logos.
we get attacked by a warrior race called the Kree.
When will this Kree invasion take place, Clint?
Oh no.
Clint! Don't die on me.
Okay, we're just gonna pause for a second, guys, because I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I know that this trailer obviously is establishing things that's kind of already happened to kind of help anyone catch up, but we are about 3 minutes 30 seconds in, around about, give or take, obviously a few seconds, and there has been very little new information, really speaking, apart from Lucky the dog, which obviously is a big gain, don't get me wrong, but 3.5 minutes in, that's all I'm going to say.
Thought we were heroes, but we died as fools.
Maestro looks really cool, though. I'm really excited to see what he's about.
Some things never change. Who's the murder hobo?
Katie?
Clint?
Wow. My gosh. There's a lot going on here.
You never ventured beyond the storm.
What's beyond the storm?
Coward.
Yeah, it's not one of those fun apocalypses.
Is there ever such a thing as a fun apocalypse?
Clint!
Oh my gosh, was that Lucky hurt?
The wastelands of our future
Better not be.
story are heavily inspired by the Old Man Hawkeye series, especially the Eye for an Eye collection. In the comics, the world's supervillains organized to eliminate all superheroes, and the world collapsed from there. Hawkeye was spared and had to live to watch it all happen, and he ultimately avenges the fallen heroes. In our story, Old Man Hawkeye retired, and when the Kree invasion happened, he wasn't a part of the fight. He has tried to make up for it for decades, following Commander Nick Fury's trail through the wastelands in hope that he can make things right. Back in the present, young Hawkeye has business to deal with in his Brooklyn apartment, in a part of the story inspired by the comic run, My Life as a Weapon. Luckily, he'll have the help of a few friends, including everyone's favorite dog, Lucky. Our heroes will have to muster
I love
all
that
their
dog so
strength
much
to deal with
already.
a new threat,
Genuinely.
the Supreme Leader, Maestro. After a devastating nuclear war destroys most of Earth, the Hulk is driven insane by the sheer scale of destruction and loss.
He doesn't sound
Absorbing
insane
more
though,
and
really,
more
does he?
excess
I
radiation
mean, I
from the
suppose
nuclear fallout,
it's hard to
the Mad
sound
Hulk
insane.
adopts a new name, Maestro,
but he just doesn't seem
and
that
decides to
insane.
rebuild the world in his own image. He takes out every other superhero and villain, finally resting on a throne surrounded by trophies of his defeated enemies.
Oh. Normal
Maestro
stuff.
first appeared in
Maybe that's the
incredible
insanity
Hulk
kicking
Future
in.
Imperfect #1, which released in December 1992. He's a Hulk from an alternate future that possesses Bruce Banner's terrifying intelligence.
You know, I will
and
give
the
them
Hulk's
this.
more
I
ferocious
like that they
personality
do
traits.
kind of go back
The
into the
wastelands are a
comics
possible
to let
future in
people
Hawkeye's
know
Future Imperfect.
what these characters
The
come
alien
from, so that
warrior race of
even
the
if you
Kree
don't read the
invades
comics, you're
Earth and
aware.
leaves behind
I like
a
that.
barren, uninhabitable desert strewn with the wreckage of giant Kree battleships and sentries among the traces of humanity's last stand.
I really want to see
The
some
wastelands
actual
are a
Kree
new
enemies.
region on
I
the
think that'd be
war
really
table.
cool.
And in addition to Hawkeye Future Imperfect missions, there are villain sectors and other missions that will appear alongside the Hawkeye operation.
I hope we get some new
afterwards.
villains. Like, I don't want to fight Taskmaster
Clint's
and
bow skills are
Abomination
second
all
to
the time,
none in the Marvel
again.
universe, and we took inspiration from his Ronin period to create his sword abilities, which makes him a powerful melee and ranged hero.
Okay, similar to
We also
Kate
looked
then.
to the comics to draw on the similarities and differences between Clint and Kate, how each should move and feel. Clint's quick draw reflexes' intrinsic defense allows him to sidestep enemy attacks and parry with a fast, staggering bow shot. Clint's Deadeye skill allows him to focus his aim on a single target, increasing damage
Right.
and reaction with
Okay.
laser arrows. Clint's ranged arsenal is second
there's a
to
different
none
skin.
with 10 different unique arrow types.
There's
Grapple
Maestro.
Arrow lets Clint traverse the environment with ease and is also an intrinsic heavy attack.
Right.
Reeling into
Oh,
enemies
wow.
before slashing them with his sword.
That's similar to
His
Natasha.
intrinsic attacks include
Black
boomerang
Widow.
arrows that seek out targets before returning. Use
Seekers.
implosion
All right,
arrows
okay.
to cluster enemies together or draw them away from you.
Does Kate have a cluster?
Use
I mean, I suppose she does in terms of a
fire attacks,
decoy,
stagger weaker
so it's
enemies,
slightly
and push
different.
back larger foes with a spread of projectiles tethered together with energy. Parry enemies with rocket arrows, which attach to targets, sending
Oh
them
my
arrows.
gosh.
Pulsar
Oh my
arrows attach
gosh.
to surfaces and build up energy before exploding.
Right.
The more they build up, the bigger the boom.
That reminds me of like Lando
Clint's
in
assault
Battlefront
hero
2.
uses Nightstorm arrows. Launch into the air and rain down projectiles, decimating
All right.
areas of the battlefield. Just as important, his recovery arrow support heroic unleashes nanobots that swarm nearby allies
So,
and restore
a kind
their
of
willpower.
true healing ability. I like
The
that.
Hunter's Arrow Ultimate Heroic is an AI-guided projectile that flits across the battlefield.
Oh wow,
using
that's like
targets.
Yondu's
Once upgraded, fire 2 at
arrow.
once, add explosive charges, or focus damage on player-targeted foes. Like Kate, Clint comes with loads
Oh, some
of
nice
outfits and
skins.
emotes.
Oh, that's a Ronin skin. Very nice. I suppose it was expected.
We love our fans and seeing how you react to our game. We couldn't do this without the Marvel's Avengers community. And as always, thank you for telling us what you think and what you would like to see in the future. Please follow Marvel's Avengers on YouTube for more exciting content.
Is that it?
Make sure you visit playavengers.com for our weekly blog where you can find everything from patch notes to tips and fun content.
Oh, that is
we've
it.
created. Until then, we'll see you online and in the game.
Okay. If I'm honest, there's a lot there to digest. There's some interesting combat stuff from Hawkeye there. I mean, there's a lot of kind of kind of not parrying. What's the word? There's a lot of abilities that can kind of seem to like ricochet and stuff like that. So that's really interesting. And you know, there's obviously a lot to discuss in terms of the story. My only issue really is that, you know, it took them a long time to get started there. But you know, this is a 9-minute video, and in those 9 minutes, we're looking at around we're talking about 4 minutes of actual like new stuff, and even that was fairly vague. I mean, don't get me wrong, in terms of the visual, you know, being able to see this future imperfect world, and you can obviously see where they're going with it, and I think the level design looks brilliant. And I think the Hawkeye outfits and all that type of stuff look brilliant as well. I just think the story has been kind of left slightly too open. Like, I would like just a little bit more of a synopsis of, like, what is Maestro's plan for rebuilding the world in his image? Like, how is he going to do that? Who has he potentially got working with him? You know, because we've seen Taskmaster a few times in that, and I really don't want to see Taskmaster again. Like I've never been so sick of seeing the same villains as I have with Taskmaster and Abomination. I want to be excited. I really do. And I think it looks really interesting. But I am not sat here desperate for that to release tomorrow. I am not sat here thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be the next best thing. I'm sat here going, that'll be cool when it launches. And I think that's the issue with Crystal Dynamics. I think that's what there's been an issue with a lot of with Crystal Dynamics, is that they're kind of sitting on all these interesting things until it releases. You know, I mean, the fact that we've got no kind of hint there of what might be coming after or what might be coming at the end of that. There's no kind of potential idea of where the story might be ending or coming to or anything like that. It just feels like it's half baked, and I don't think the story will be half baked. I just think the promotion for the story is half baked. We're just now learning about this type of stuff about the next character, and we're also now aware that it's March 18th, and then probably after that we're going to be waiting another 2 months for a character, and we don't even know what that character might be after Hawkeye, because we have no indication other than, you know, that there is a Spider-Man character coming at some point, and again, that's only for PlayStation, so I doubt that that's going to be coming solely alone. But the thing is, you're looking at maybe the middle of the year before the third character for this game releases, and that's fair enough if it was the character and there was other stuff going on as well, but the game only expands when the character is released as well. And I think they need to kind of like either split up kind of more interesting little patches, you know, have more small things happening, like little in-game events or stuff like that, like seasonal stuff, which has been something that people have been wanting since, again, before the game launched, and then having the character releases, or they kind of need to be more kind of open about where they're going so that people can be excited. Because what I see a lot with this game now is that people, even people who are covering the game, are not even finishing like this content. They're not even fully invested in this content, and that's because I think personally that they think that this game could just go at any point, and I'm starting to worry that that's the case now too. I imagine they have plans for years, but those plans mean nothing if they can't execute them, and that's my worry right now. I've got to be honest. But if you guys want to discuss this further, drop a comment below, and maybe we can have a conversation about this. I'd like to see some other people's opinions on this deep dive. I'm obviously only reacting to this as myself, and sometimes I think it's better when you've kind of had other people's opinions as well. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please do check my description for all my socials, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.